table.
You do have a bit of stuff here.
I do.
I love it. All right, I'm going to say a big hello to Kathy because she's the first one that popped on as a viewer, and we're just a little early today. So surprise, we're a minute early.
Hello, hello, and welcome.
No one's used to us being early, are they, Katie?
They're all like, "Oh my gosh!"
But
they're thinking they still have like at least 2 minutes.
No, 2, maybe more.
Yeah.
But it is Galentine's Day, and I've been telling everybody Happy Galentine's Day.
Is it officially Galentine's Day?
It is.
Oh,
it is. The day before Valentine's Day is Galentine's Day, and I know
yay.
Teresa's a big fan of that because she had that kit that was Galentine cards.
Yep.
So it's for your friends.
Well, we're hanging out with our gals today.
We are. We're having a great Galentine's Day so far.
Love it.
And boy, we've got a lot of people saying good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Look what
Happy Galentine's Day.
Look at what we're making on Galentine's Day. Some great cards. And we hope to brighten your, here's our TV show right here, Katie.
Yes.
Just a little something to brighten your day today.
Yeah, it should be fun. They're bright and colorful, and that's what we need right now.
We do, because it's been a little gloomy.
It has
little gloomy, but that's okay. We're happy. It's not gloomy inside.
Do you like my new glasses holder?
Okay, Katie has a glasses holder. Katie, did you want to tell about that?
Well, a customer, I believe it was Melissa that gave me this glasses holder, and she said, "I think you need one of these," and I said, "I think you are correct." And I had it in my mailbox in the back, and I had forgotten about it, so I'm going to try this out today and see how it works for me.
Well, I think that's good. Try something new.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Are you supposed to put those little loops so far close to your lenses, or is that make them?
Well, you have to. I think you do, because if I put them further back, they're going to go over my ears.
Oh, yep. I see what you mean. Yeah, they look good. They look good. I wish I could snap a picture right now.
Maybe we can afterwards.
You know what? Kay said she saw Doug getting Starbucks this morning.
Oh, really?
And she hoped that I got some, and I did. He brings me coffee in the morning.
He's good with that,
so he started that when he retired.
What a bonus.
I know, it's very helpful. It's very helpful.
Get coffee for people.
Janet's here. She says,
morning,
hello,
Janet.
everyone. Today's one of those special Tuesdays in February where we are going to make cards. And we are using, our card kit today is True Colors from Simple Stories. And Katie's going to make them all. We're going to make them all.
We're going to make them all today. So hopefully you did your homework and have your cards ready to go.
Well, tell us what we need, and then we're going to show some new product. Oh, Donna says you're styling.
Oh, thank you.
It really shows. The bright pink is nice.
Does it? And it has diamonds on it.
Yes,
I feel very fancy.
And they're real diamonds,
and I've always wanted one of these since a teacher had one, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I've always wanted one.
Did you really? Like when you were a kid?
Yeah. Thank you. You guys
very nice. My grandma had one, something like that.
Somebody was going to say that.
I had to say it because a lot of people were thinking
it's so true.
It's a good tool, though. I have to wear glasses all the time. You're lucky you don't have to wear them all the time.
Well, I have contacts, so I would have to.
Okay, so you only need to see up close.
Yeah, all right, as you know, my vision's not the best.
Okay, wait. Before you go on, Cindy says True Colors was designed by her friend Kelly Bangs. So she said her friend designed this.
Yes, that's Kelly Bangs Creative, I believe.
Oh,
Tell me if I'm correct.
Well, she probably designed the whole collection then.
Oh, that's exciting
very
that you
cool.
know her.
Well, we really like it, Cindy. So you can tell your friend we like it so much that we've ordered it in and
love it.
And got cards going.
Very creative. So we have a lot of new things to show you, but while we're showing you the new things, if you haven't already, go ahead and collect your items, and I'll go through what we're going to be using today.
Oh,
and
what's this mat?
I brought my mat from home to show you how I use it. I'm not a mixed media person by Teresa standards by any means, but I do have a mat for scrapbooking, and I'll show you why, hopefully, during the video. If you haven't, go ahead and grab your little pack of embellishments. Don't cut the ribbon. No need to. We'll cut it today. And whatever is your favorite adhesive, I will be showing you all three because I have the Easy Dot Runner with the repositionable. I have the Easy Dot dots, but permanent.
You
and
cut
then
everything.
I also have the little the easy runner with the little, pieces of tape.
Little strips.
Yeah, these are the
so
three
get out your tape adhesive.
Yeah, whatever you like to use. I go ahead.
Are you using
if you have the glue
press?
I don't know. I might. We'll see. It depends on my moment.
Okay.
I am using the big wheel.
Her wheel of tape.
I'm going to wear that as a bracelet.
That looks good.
Yeah, thank you. My wheel of tape, and I am using the small strips of, and I know I have them right here in my.
So we're telling you the supplies that you need if you're if you're crafting along today. Hope you are crafting along.
Yeah, and then these little strip ones too. I like to use these.
Those are nice, especially for words and something really
it's going to work really well on our antennas.
Okay.
To use these. And if you don't have them, you're just going to have to cut whatever you are using. Okay, and then these are just some other items. You're going to need a 1/4 inch punch or an 1/8 of an inch punch, some scissors. If you like to use tweezers, grab those. I did grab my file in case I come across a nubbin I don't like, and then a bone folder in case we want to just crease them better. So those are just things that I might grab. And then also my Posca pen. And if you haven't used your Posca pen for a while, you might want to shake it during the video and check that it's ready to go. But other than that, and then I have my stack of cards already in the envelopes. And I have my extra pieces.
Oh, there's her extras.
Yes, because we are going to draw from those.
Oh, we are.
And then you should be ready to go to make our cards.
Okay.
While we're doing it, I will try to have the card that we are creating in the video so you can see where we're headed. If you want to refer to the
if you've got the directions.
Yeah, this is off to the side. I'm not going to show it because we're not following these, but I might refer to it saying this is how it looks here, and we're going to flip it. I'm not quite
I think
sure.
that would be good to do.
So,
Katie, we have a question.
Yeah.
The adhesive, those thin strips, can you show that, like the package of those? Oh.
Yeah, they look like this. They're 3D foam strips, they're called. And they're 76 pieces, so there's 76 little tiny strips for $3.49. And let me just show you mine again. So they're
really skinny. It's like 0.12 inches.
Yeah. So those are nice to have on. And I'm pretty sure I put them on the calendar to
I think if you use foam adhesive, it's just nice to have a variety. I like to have some black squares, some white squares, big squares, little squares.
Exactly.
A roll of tape, just because I like to use the big roll.
I also have
like
these on hand in case needed.
She's
in case
ready.
Of an emergency.
She's ready to go.
Yes.
You never know what's going to happen.
And I am going to be using this trimmer, which is my favorite, one of my favorites, because I actually use this one at times. Today I'm going to use the 8.5 inch one, which is $29.99, and the reason I am using it is because it it's up to 4 inches, and we're going to be using that a lot. So,
do we need a trimmer today?
Yes, you'll need a trimmer today. But how wonderful it would be because...
Oh, yeah, we have not announced this.
Yeah, you can get it for 14% off today.
Only our Facebook friends know about this. I put it on Facebook this morning, but we started our Valentine sale today. So it's today and tomorrow because it's Galentine's Day.
Yes. And please don't leave us to go shopping yet.
Well, work on your cart while you're doing it.
Yeah.
So anyway, our sale started today, and it's just a way to thank our customers that we just love. And we love crafting, we love our customers, and
we love our gals.
We love everything.
Yeah. And then just really quickly with the matte media the matte media surface, this is the smaller one, a travel one. I know Teresa uses her travel one a lot. That's $17.99. And this one is $24.99, the one I use.
That's
and I
when
do
you're
have
using.
that on the
They've been very popular.
Yes, and you can get them today for 14%
I
off.
know. I think you have an advantage with that today.
Yeah, so those are, if you want to watch me use my trimmer and see if you think you
like it. Katie has
absolutely.
brought her trimmer in quite a bit and used this trimmer.
It is one of my favorites.
It's nice because there's the 6 1/4, the 8.5, and then he does have a 12-inch trimmer. He's got three.
Yeah.
3 12-inch trimmers.
3 12-inch trimmers?
Yeah, because he's got
the roller and
then the new Precision Craft one.
Yeah, wow. All right.
Okay, and then I realized, so we're going to show some new stuff. Remember about our sale. There will be some memory-bound kits that are excluded and gift cards, but most everything else is included. Katie, I didn't get a picture of Katie getting up out of the chair. I'm sorry about that, everybody. And you know what? I have cards to show. We got some cards.
Right.
So if can I run get those?
I'm going to spin.
I'm going to run get those, and I'll be right back.
Okay, where should I start then, Kelly? Oh, I'm going to start with put my glasses on.
Put your glasses on. Yes. That's a good place to start.
Good morning, Mary from Maine, and Gloria. Oh, Joan says she uses my trimmer, the Tim trimmer. One thing that will be coming up is Penny is going to do the Snow Much Fun bundle. And it is 6, as I scroll out, 6 layouts using the Doodlebug Snow Much Fun. And so these are the pages, and I absolutely love them. And you can get caught up on your winter or have them for next year also. I can do that. I hoard, and then I keep them for next year. Kits, I believe, are excluded from our sale. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and start showing you some things. We have these back in stock, the Comfort Detail Knife. It's like an X-Acto knife, and it is $9.99. And it's always good to have an X-Acto knife, I guess, on hand. Cuts paper, cardstock, thin plastic, photos, and canvas. Well, the Tim Holtz Mini Layering Stencil number 6 with the hearts be back in stock soon. Bev, I will have to ask about that. I am not 100% sure. I'm sure it will be back in stock. I just don't know how soon. All right, this was pretty popular, the Elizabeth Craft, and we got some new Elizabeth Craft. Oh, I can see myself in there. I don't think I like that. All right, this is the A5 Planner Espresso, and it is the Planner Essential, so it is larger. And yes, you can get that for 15% off. Thank goodness you're back.
14% probably.
14, sorry, not 15. 14%.
It's Valentine.
Off. Oh
yeah,
gosh.
14 for Valentine's Day.
All right, I've done this.
Okay,
so
I don't know what we've
go.
done. Okay.
I've done this so far. I'm glad you're back.
Oh, well, if you're on Elizabeth Crafts, that's perfect, because look at this one. It's called December to Remember.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go this way.
We don't need to watch
We don't need the glare. So here's December to Remember for $12.99. And I think we ordered it in because somebody requested that stamp set.
It's a good stamp set to have.
Well, $12.99 is a pretty good deal.
I would say so.
And then back in stock is Wildflower 3, which is a die set. And isn't this what Diana's going to be making flowers?
I think so, yeah. She's going to show us how to make flowers and all sorts of stuff. She has a lot coming up, Diana
That's
does.
$17.99. And then we also have Wildflower 1.
That's pretty. I think she has this one on her name tag.
I think she might. So you can layer these in a lot of different ways, or you can not layer them or layer them. They're just be kind of creative with them.
There was a question, Kelly. Will the Tim Holtz Mini Layering Stencil number 6 with the hearts be back in stock soon?
It's not probably going to be here for maybe like 10 days to 2 weeks. So if you want it, let us know. We'll make sure we reserve one for you.
Yeah.
And then this one is called B. This one, Katie, B. B-E-E.
Don't even start.
I know Katie thinks it's funny when they name things like this.
They're supposed to be.
Especially if you spend all this time looking for the name and you think it's going to be great, and then it's B.
Yeah.
So he is really cute.
Janine used that on her grandkids' Valentine cards.
Oh, that would be
so
fun.
Cute.
I didn't get to see those.
Yeah.
And then we have Correspondence from the Past 3. And these are one of the sets that has the die with it. So there's a die that matches up to this, what is it, a mailbox? Phone booth? Something like that?
This is mailbox at the top.
Okay, good. And there we go.
There's the mailbox on the back.
So there's the die. I like the rush. You know, it's just got good words.
Those
Do not open.
Stuck on you, today's news posts. Those are fun.
Katie's got her glasses on, you can tell. And here's Photos from the Past.
This one's fun too.
I know, these are both really good. And
I
those
like the
people that are
cameras.
taking pictures, there's a die that coordinates with them. This is $26.99.
Very nice.
This is great for Teresa, her selfies and things.
Wasn't that great yesterday, her selfies?
Yes. I want to take more selfies, Katie.
Okay.
And then
because you can do it. You have full control.
I know. I just need to do it. Stop and do it. You just don't always think about it.
Nope.
There's Sidekick Essentials 25. It's got a lot on it.
Good morning, Julie B.
A really cute little pair of mittens down there in the bottom.
Are we celebrating 2 shoe Kelly?
Yeah, I guess so. Why not? I do have 2 shoes on today. I've had, when you say it's been maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been wearing 2 shoes.
You're doing well.
I'm doing great. And then this is the one Diane talked a lot about, the half page tab 3 with numbers.
I like this one. That one you fold in half on the
and you
side.
can put any paper onto that to hook it into your album. And then these little clips are always
She
fun.
uses those a lot. It's a very popular one.
So this is our reorder, and I think she's got another order going in because there's brand new stuff that got released
I
yesterday.
think we about passed out when we heard that.
It's like, what, again?
Yep,
and
all
here's
new
Planner Essentials 41. It's the rounded page.
Okay.
So it's another background page, and it's got the stitched and the rounded corners.
I love the tabs, the numbers.
And then we have Sidekick Pocket Page Fillers 1. And Katie, we showed some fillers a couple weeks ago, and what they really are for, they're made to fit into the pocket pages, the plastic sleeves.
We thought they filled each other up.
We
but
thought they filled
didn't.
something else, but that's what they fill.
So wrong.
And then back in stock, the paper called Grungy Wood, and this is $13.99.
That's a fun. Those are good basics paper just to have on hand.
They are, and you can cut them up or use them for your 12 by 12 layouts.
Yep.
And then the Key Lime Night is back in stock. That's the newest paper set, and we sold out of that right away.
This is great paper.
It's very fun.
Yes.
Okay, that's Elizabeth Crafts, and then this has nothing to do with anything, but prom is here. I don't know. I don't think any of the other. I don't think any of the other laser cuts that came in are here, but it is prom season. April, I believe, is when prom is in Ankeny, so it's coming up. And then back in stock are some of these fun stamps. This was Hello Friend. It was a huge hit.
Oh, huge hit. So that is back in stock, and these are hilarious.
It's $12.99. They're very fun. Teresa used those on her Galentines. It's perfect because she used it on her Galentine's card.
So much fun.
And then here's Piglet Thoughts. And, you know, we have a whole collection of Winnie the Pooh dies and stamps
this is
and
a new
stickers.
One we haven't had. It says, you've been on my mind so much.
You
are my happy thought today, and sending my best wishes. And then he's blowing one of those dandelion weed things.
Dandelion weed things. I don't know what those are called. And then here's another one. I think this is Pooh Easter. And this is new.
Seek adventure, find joy, and happy Easter. So sweet.
You have what you need right there to make a card or a project, because you got the little filler butterflies, you've got a phrase, and you've got your main big image.
So sweet.
So like Peggy would say, you have your big, medium, and little.
Yeah.
And then this is called Coffee Mug Sayings, and I think this is the one. I use this on a project, and Katie's using it too.
Excited.
Because Coffee Week is coming.
It's next week, isn't it? Coffee
It is.
Week? Oh my gosh, yes. I love it.
Well,
that is so much fun. How much is that one?
That's $15.99.
Love it.
It's got really good sayings.
Yeah. If you're a coffee drinker,
I really like this one. Coffee, my hot friend I was telling you about.
Oh my God.
I like that one a lot. And then here's the little woodware. They've got these little postmarks. It's called Extra Postmarks. This is only $4.99.
Those are fun too.
So it's a great little add-on. You know how Teresa's always putting a little something here and there? This would be perfect for that for $4.99. And 14% off. We haven't been mentioning that, but everything we're showing you is 14% off. And then we had these last year, and we really liked them. And these are the stars from Impression Obsession dies. And that's probably what they're called. Stars.
Oh, I like that. Hey, quick question.
Sure, I love questions.
Is there a page protector that just covers the entire page for Elizabeth Craft dies?
In the book?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's refer that to Diane. Okay. All the pages come in a pack of a variety pack. So
Diane, if you're listening,
there's a package over there on the counter we can look at.
All right.
Back in stock, the little basket. And
I
Katie
missed a question. Someone else had a question and I missed it. So
tell us your question again, and we'll get it. So Katie and I were talking about the little basket die and the carrots, and filling the basket with carrots, and maybe having a little bunny in it would be so darn cute, or a little grass.
Yep.
Super cute. But before Easter, we do have
Shamrock
Day. Yep. These are $7.99. Okay, Diane says there's not a page that's just a plain like 6x8 or whatever. Well, she said there is in the sidekick. She's bringing it over. She's checking it out. She'll be back.
And can you show the shamrocks again?
Yeah.
And how much they are?
They are each $7.99. This is fancy. And this is shamrock set. I'll flip them over so you can see the sizes.
So the ones on the right are a little bit smaller, and the left one is like a layering nesting one. And Teresa does not like it when I call it Shamrock Day.
Oh, is that why you're doing it?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Just in case.
Just in case she's watching.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm that annoying little sister.
Katie, you can guess what this one is called, I'm
I think
sure.
that one's called Happy Easter, but it's going to throw me.
Well, it's going to be confusing because we've got two Happy
Easter,
Easters. And I'll flip them over because this one is a little more elegant, and then this one has a shadow.
Yeah, I've
so you could pop that
this
up.
one a lot.
And those are $12.49, $13.49.
Yes.
So it's $1 more for the shadow. And then another Easter. We're stocking up. We're getting ready because Easter's early, you guys. We got to get busy.
We have to do Shamrock Day, then Easter.
And this is $8.99 for these layering eggs.
Yeah, and they can be used also as avocados.
Yes. There's no name of what this is, but we believe it's called eggs. Don't we, Katie?
Nesting eggs.
Okay, and then we got in some more of the hydrangea collection. We showed this paper. It's gorgeous. This is $10.99, and we showed you the coordinating cardstock. And there is a 12 by 12 coming in this, so that's on its way. But look what we got yesterday. I don't know if I can open this or not.
Okay. The question was wondering if the Stamperia calendar month stamp set will be back in stock soon.
It's out of stock.
Yeah. I'll come a little closer.
There you go.
Oh, it's out of stock right now, and I don't know if it had.
I don't think it had a date.
Okay.
There was one left of one of
the
them.
one, the circle one. I think we had one left, but it might be gone now. So we're getting them as fast as we can, and as soon as they're in stock, we will have them, and we have a lot on order. So we're stocking up because we thought they were pretty cool.
Okay, so the Sidekick has a full page one, but I don't believe the planner, the bigger one, does. I'm looking at a picture online and it doesn't show it.
Just a Sidekick.
We will have these in, I think, tomorrow.
So we have an order coming. Is that with the new stuff?
No.
Oh, so we have another order. Then we have another order.
Yeah, the new stuff should be
gosh.
here by Friday, but
I don't know
it'll
when
be
we can show it.
released on Monday.
Oh, so we can't show it till next
So
week.
Monday we'll be able to show you the new stuff, and we will
hey,
have
Kelly,
it.
you want to show the new stuff again together?
Oh, I don't know, Katie. I don't know. That's not a good mix. Okay. Then I wanted to show you. These are sheets. I don't know if it has the size, but they're vellum, and I'll flip it over so you can see what they say. They're 8 by 3, and there's 36 pieces. And I can't really show it inside. I mean, you guys want to take a little peek?
Sure.
You can take a little peek in there. And we haven't had anything like this for a long time. And it says, "I'm grateful for you. You are loved. A moment to treasure." So it goes along in this collection, and we do have one more piece of that coming.
Again, there's 14% off the store.
Yes.
There are some exclusions, though.
Not very many.
Not very many.
Some kits. Some of our kits.
Gift cards.
Classes. We've just
Kelly.
made it. We've just made it simple. We want to treat everybody for Valentine's and Galentine's Day. It is a great thank you. It is today. Okay. So another thing that we have that's new, as you've heard, next week we're going to be celebrating Coffee Week, or we're going to be
celebrating coffee.
Crafting a latte. A latte of crafting.
And we have a logo.
We do. We have a logo, man. So it's official. When you have a logo, it's official.
It is. When Kelly releases a logo,
I don't know when it has a rubber band around it. But anyway, one of our customers, Melissa, has a machine, and she makes these. And this is it's made out of that MDF wood. And you put the pieces together, and shoot, I didn't bring a gift card. But it is a gift card holder. It's got a little it's got a little circle here so you can put a ribbon on it. She made this
I'm
sample.
gonna ring the bell
and she chose to put some beads. And this is our coffee paper. So you have all the pieces.
Could you bring a gift card for us, please? Thank you.
Diane's really doing it all this morning.
Isn't she, though?
So there's a little slot right in here, and we'll show you where the gift card goes. And you can, if you don't want to put a thing on the top. Thank you, Diane. So the gift card just goes right in here. And of course, this is the best kind of gift card to have.
Oh, look at that.
So you can give it to your coffee drinking friends. It could be memory bound. It could be, your favorite coffee shop.
And we have, does the paper come with it, or do you have to buy it separate?
The paper's separate. So you can choose what you want. This is done up in a coffee paper from, First Coffee from Reminisce. But you could do it in school colors, You could do this for Easter. Maybe do it with a little bunny on it or some grass, or
yeah, or save it for Christmas.
or you can do it for St. Patrick's Day
Sure,
or
might be.
Christmas
Leprechaun Day.
Yes.
Cheryl's birthday.
Okay, so that's kind of what's going on around here.
Okay.
But I wanted to show some couple cards that came in.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because this
Why
is
do we
really
love
nice.
this?
I know.
We got some Galentines today from our gals.
I know. We got this from Sharon.
Isn't
And
that?
it's just
Oh my
gorgeous.
gosh.
It's got all kinds of stamping, and it's got some stickers and some chipboard. And then look on the inside. It's got
goodness.
stamping. That's the Tim Holtz blueprint stamp that I
that's
absolutely
beautiful,
love.
Sharon.
And she says, "Keep up the great videos. Happy Valentine's Day."
Love
so
it.
thank you, Sharon.
Yes.
Just the color, the monochromatic color is a great idea. And then Julie was here in person, and she made us this card and dropped it off.
Isn't that colors?
And-
Aren't the colors pretty?
Yes, and she wrote to the staff of Memory Bound, again, thanks for all the great ideas and the videos and everything. And she says, "Keep creating and filling my mind with endless ideas."
Oh,
We're going to
isn't that
try.
nice?
And she brought
Yes.
us a gift card so we can have
She's
a
so
donut
very
morning.
cute.
So Julie, thank
Yay.
you for that.
Coffee and donuts.
That's right.
Let's come in early and have
Hey,
coffee and donuts.
next week.
Yes,
Next week, Katie.
absolutely. I'm there.
And then this came in the mail this morning already from
Look at
Angie.
that, Angie.
So Angie, and you know what's so sweet about this? I won't read it all, but look at this. She wrote us
Just
all
a
these
long, nice
these
note.
nice notes
Yes.
about everybody and everyone she's talked to. So Angie, thank you so
Yes.
much.
And I talked to Angie yesterday, and she said, "I want you to know that I am using my stuff that you inspire me with."
Well, this is
So,
it. And
yeah.
this is from Penny's class last Tuesday. These are the leftover pieces from
Yeah.
the Simple Vintage Spring Garden card kit.
Love it.
So anyway,
Very,
thanks
very nice.
everybody
Thanks
for that.
thinking of us. We really do
right.
appreciate it. It's always fun.
I think we're ready to craft.
We're ready?
Let's
All
do it,
right,
Katie. All right.
okay.
So get out your supplies.
Do you know how much this is?
These are $9.99
Okay.
for the coffee. And it says thanks a latte. I don't know if we really showed much about that. And we might have to be reminding people about our special.
Oh, we sure can. We can take little breaks. And
So
remind
Katie's
people.
getting set up, and she's going to be creating the cards from the True Colors card kit. So if you're going to craft along with us, and you know Katie will always have lots of little ideas, but if you're going to craft along with us, grab your supplies, and we're going to get her set up in the other view. So we're going to move the camera, so give us a minute for that so
Yeah,
that
we
you
don't
can
get
look.
ya- we don't want to get
So,
anyone.
and we don't want Katie to have to craft upside down either. So
No, but I don't want to get anyone sick either. Okay, so I need to push this open.
yeah.
Oh,
We just have to make sure that we don't call 911 if we push two buttons
I
together.
know.
I think we're good.
we're good. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm going to move it just over this. Right now we're like here,
Oh yeah, we need to be.
so we're
the
going to
other way.
scooch. We're going to
Okay.
scooch her over a bit.
Just
so
give us a little time here. We're
Hang
going to get
tight.
focused in on this area, and you can have your stuff. Maybe you're shaking your Posca pen, or getting a coffee or a drink. I'm going to take a quick drink so you can.
yeah, Katie, get your
I will.
have your beverage. I think we're pretty good now. We are
Having a little coffee myself this morning. It was a little hot.
We go to about here. Is that okay, or do you want me to go further?
No,
We're
that's
here
fine.
and
I
there.
just need a stopper, like to keep me in my.
You want tape?
That'd probably be a good idea. Thank you.
Here, I'm going to move
It
just
takes a
little.
village to get Katie set up.
Well, to get everybody set up. We don't,
We're here for you.
I know. Thank goodness.
okay, is that on? Is that green over
It
there?
is not on. Oh, I can.
Oh, now we're back. Okay.
And we're back on.
Yep, and you've got this whole mat, Katie,
Okay.
over here, and you've got here.
Here.
I've got,
Do we
I've got
wanna
it on
go
your. I
down
got it
a
on your
little bit
mat now.
closer, or do you think?
Yeah, we can.
There we go. Now I need to come in a little bit. Thank you for your patience as we set up. We would hate to. I'm looking
Can you
here.
fix it? Thank you.
All right, I'm going to move my tape in a little, then we'll get started
took 'em
here.
offline
Kelly's going to
last
watch
night, so I
comments
can
if you
put
have
'em
any
back on.
comments.
Will you put
I
'em
hope you're
back on?
crafting along with us today. And also, I'm going to put a piece right here.
No.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started here. If
I'll
you
tell
gals
ya.
are ready, I feel like
Katie's setting herself up. I'm just not paying attention.
That's all right. It's all good. I think we got it. I've got my area. So if I get out of my area, Kelly will let me know. And if you have any comments or questions, Kelly will also help us.
And let us know if you need to go faster or slower.
Faster?
Faster or slower, or what's going to help people out.
Okay.
And like you said, if you have questions.
Let's start with how many people are crafting with us? Like a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
Yeah. We want to know, and if you're using your craft mat, Tim Holtz craft mat too. Okay. This is what we are going to do first, and I need to get my notes. I feel like it takes me just
So that's your first card?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the first
Super.
card. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to put the card off to the side so we can refer back to it. It's not much different than the original one. So you can see the original one. Not much different. We're not going to change that much. We're going to just add to it.
Oh, I see what you added.
Yeah. We're going to add some things and pop some things, and that's about it with this. So go ahead and pull out your pieces if you have them in your envelope or wherever in your baggie maybe. I'm just going to put that to the side. So this is card 1, which is called, I'm going to assume, Find Your Joy. All right, I'm going to put my pieces to the side, and then I do have my card base here ready to go. Sometimes these are such nice heavy card bases, and so if you think you might need to just kind of get that a little bit crisper if needed. Okay. I gotta get off my foot or it's gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I have taken off the nubbins and so forth of these. If you haven't, you can grab your file and do it as we are going, but hopefully you've already done all that. The paper ones are pretty easy to file off, and then there are the chipboard pieces also that have little nubbins on them. But I went ahead and got all those off. We're going to take the first piece and we're just going to adhere it straight onto our card base. And for this one, I am going to choose
which adhesive are you going to choose, Katie?
I think I'll do the blue one and the dots. And I go just along the edge. That was a brand new. I go along the edge, and with this craft mat, I don't have to worry if I go off the edge, because it doesn't stick. I think it just stays on the roller. All right, I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm kind of when it comes to things being straight, I always grab an edge, and so that's where this trimmer is gonna come in handy. And I'm going to place my card, make sure you check the fold.
Yeah, get it on the right side for sure.
And I'm gonna place that in there, and then I'm going to match it. I feel like this is like in my working
phone
area.
In your way?
It's in my working area. And I'm going to use that edge just to straighten things up.
And if you're just joining us, Katie is making the True Color card kit with simple stories. And if you would like it, we do still have some in stock. So if you love what you're seeing, you can still order it. And it would be actually 14% off today with everything else.
And don't forget the inserts too, if you have your inserts.
Oh, we didn't. Did you show the inserts?
I did not. They're
okay. We can show them later.
All right. I put some adhesive on this ombre piece, and again, I'm going to use an edge to place it on here. And so my flap or my card opens on this side, so it's upside down. So I'm putting the dark over here in the corner. And when I mean dark, like the darkest piece, because it goes dark to light, and then it's all nicely lined up.
And Susie does the same thing, and she uses her scoreboard.
Yes, you can.
So that's another great tip, and we love hearing all of your tips.
Yes, yes. All right, this has the scalloped edge, so I'm going to go down the scalloped edge, and you can see it doesn't even matter.
Oh.
Doesn't on here. I think it just
didn't
stays on there.
It stays on the plastic?
Yeah.
Oh my
so
gosh.
It's nice. You get right along the edge.
Love
there.
that, Katie.
So can you see how I got that along the edge? All right. Now on here, one end has the like a blue line. That's the one you want at the bottom. Again, I'm going to take my edge, I'm going to flip it over and it's upside down. So I'm putting this blue line, and the scallops are just going to cover the stripe page. But what's so nice is you don't have to worry about.
That is wonderful.
There.
That is such a great idea to use an edge.
Yeah, so everything's straight. It is a little crooked up there, and if it really bothers me, I will just cut it off. I'm not going to worry about that right now.
She'll chop it.
I will. All right, now let's grab our clipboard. And right where it has the hole, we're going to grab our punch. And we are going to punch right through that hole. So
Katie, if they just, a hand punch will work also. A lot of people have hand punches.
Any punch that you have. I tried 1/8 of an inch, and it might be better because that's quite the hole I just made.
That's a nice, well, it's not going to show.
That's a nice hole I made. All right, so let's grab our ribbon. Hopefully you have it right there. And we don't need a lot of the teal. So let's see, what I'm going to do is see approximately. Let's cut about 4 inches of this, give or take. So I'm going to, oops.
And the ribbon is optional. It's something you might have ribbon to use at home. We put together a ribbon pack for Katie and Teresa's cards that you can get if you want. It's got ribbon and enamel dots. And it is $5.29, and it has everything you need for both classes. And if you don't want to put ribbon on it, you just leave it the way it is.
So I just put that through there. And then I'm going to let's take about 6 inches of the pink grid. And I'm going to cut that. Let me know if I'm going too fast. And then this one we're just going to knot. And so I'm going to place this under. And at the base of the ribbon, the teal, I'm just going to tie a knot. There. Oh, I didn't even tie a knot. I missed it. There we go. And then I'm going to do it again. And what I like about this...
Whoops. Sorry, Katie.
Oh, Kelly.
Oh, I hit the light, but it's all good.
Okay, it's all good. All right, so I am going to trim these down a little bit because I prefer shorter ribbons, but that's up to you. And then I put those to the side. Let's grab our original card, and then we're just going to adhere this. But what I'd like you to do is to grab this chipboard piece, and the teal items are onto your left. And we're going to just kind of place this teal piece, and you can see that it's along this last teal line and that middle scallop piece. So we will know where we can adhere this clipboard. So then on the back of the clipboard, I'm just going to use some adhesive. Nothing too much, nothing too fancy.
Katie, Cindy says that the clipboard looks 3-dimensional on the camera. She says it's amazing.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to place that, centering it right in there. And then we're going to pop dot this, and this is where I'm going to get my wheel of tape. I don't even know if it fits on the camera.
It is a wheel of tape for sure.
And I cut myself a length of it.
But you don't have to buy it very often.
No, but I'll tell you what, Kelly, that's stinky.
Katie, how do you store yours? Because
my wheel of tape?
Yes. It's kind of big and awkward.
I have like a basket beside on the floor, and I just throw it in there. So nothing fancy. Nothing fancy.
Because mine, I lean it upright against my monitor on my computer.
Oh, so it's right there. Yeah, I think there's several places that you could probably put it. What I do like about this one is that it's not as thick as a pop dot, which it's just a preference at times. You know, tomorrow I might be different. That I want
Depends on what you like.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to put this on the bottom here.
That's so pretty.
And then let's grab our Find the Joy, and we're just going to adhere that straight down. And again, with the dots, I just like this because I can roll right onto the edges and I don't have to pay attention to my adhesive. I'm going to put that right in the middle.
Chris says that she puts her tape on a pegboard.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
All right, now we have all these little diamonds, and there's different ways you could adhere them. I will show you. I'm going to start with one of the teal ones, and you can just put the adhesive on like this. And then I might grab a tweezer, and I'm going to put this diamond up here. There's so much going on right now, isn't there? I feel like I'm in the middle of a tornado. I'm in the middle of a hurricane.
No, you guys, our viewers can't see it, but there's people walking all around
There's
here.
everyone, yeah.
Well, it's the sale. It's the 14% off, so it makes it a little busier.
I'm going to try my glue press.
I think you're going to love your glue press.
I'm going to put my glue right there.
Now, our glue presses here are $34.99. I think they're a little more, maybe $1 more at some stores. But we're just going along with the My Sweet Petunia price. So they're $34.99 less 14%. So they are on special. And they're in stock.
I really like that. That worked out very well for me.
Don't you? I love the glue press. Okay, now you're using the tweezers from
and
EK
I didn't
Success.
Bring them over.
How about if I go get them and we can show them to people?
Now remember that your microphone's on as you travel across the store.
Oh, I won't use any profanity while I'm over there.
Not. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these down. There's really no right or wrong place, but can you see how I'm using that? In a little few dots, and then I put it in the stand, and then I'm going to add this last teal. So this is a teal one, the coral, the pink, the yellow, and then the other teal diamond. And there you go. Woohoo, one done. One done. And then the sentiment that is inside of here says, joy is the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. I love that. I like that a lot. So it really isn't, if we look at the original one, it's really not that much different. We popped out a few things and added some ribbon then.
It looks great, Katie. I love it.
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. All right, I'm going to put that one to the side.
While people are finishing that up, do you want to show them our tweezers?
Oh, I would love to show them our tweezers.
We've got the EK ones like yours that are reversed.
They are reversible, meaning when I squeeze them, they open. And when I let go, they close, which is nice because then I can carry things around for a while. Yes.
But if you don't want reversible, we do have these from Spellbinders.
These are just regular ones like you would use for your eyebrows, $7.99.
Okay, and Katie, I wanted to show these because these are lighted ones.
Oh my gosh.
They're the Comfort, I think they're called Comfort Craft from We Are Makers.
Tweezers.
And I can't tell, I think are they reverse?
LED rubber grips. Yeah. I'm not quite sure
if you have
a pair.
If you have poor lighting, or you have trouble seeing little things, those would be really nice.
So we have 3 choices of tweezers. I like them. I am so used to the reversible ones. Yeah, love them. And there you go. Okay. Oh, please go back and get your card because I forgot.
Did we forget something?
We did. We need to add some Posca pen.
Oh, all right. Go back and get your card.
Yes, go back
and
get your card.
Go get your card.
Yes, we're going to add just a few little dots. Now you can Posca pen this up as much as you want or as little. So we're going to add some dots up here and a few dots down there. I thought we would start simple, so to say.
Well, I like this because some of us don't know what to put. Some of us don't know where to put the dots, and we're going to learn that from you today. Yeah. So that's going to be perfect.
What I would do with your Posca pen is make sure it's shaken up, and then you want to test it out on a piece of paper. If they're nice and dark, your Posca pen's good to go. Sometimes I will do a little wave there, and if it disappears, it just means you need to shake it up a little bit more. So I'm just going to grab this, and we're going to add very random, just 3 dots on that end, and then we're going to balance it out with 3 dots down there. You can definitely add more, like with your diamonds. Maybe you want to put some. dots on there.
I love your recommendations.
Well, thank you, Kelly.
Especially some people just aren't sure how to use them. And
You
they're
could add to
asking
the
which
flowers,
tip
we
you
will.
have right now.
Right now, I have the metal tip, the skinny, thin metal, extra fine metal tip. That's the one I'm using. And I think we have it, Doug has linked it on the calendar too. But that's all we're going to do. If you want to do more to your flowers, you sure can. We're going to do some flowers later, so you'll get a feel for that. Okay. So one card done with Posca, and we're going to put it to the side now.
Love it, Katie.
You can for sure. Okay, let's grab number
What's
2.
card 2? I can't wait.
Card 2 is, one of my favorites, Kelly.
Oh, awesome. Oh, it's the rad.
The rad.
Okay.
I do. I really like this
I
one.
had to have
You
Katie
are super
define rad for me.
Rad is like awesome or cool. Rad. Kelly, you are rad.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. All right, so I need to find my envelope with my rad stuff in it. I'm going to put that to the side. Again, we're not changing that much up with this one. And I'm going to make sure that I get all my little pieces. We have the rad, we have the super, we have roller skates, we have a VHS.
Yeah.
We have some jacks, and then I think a little Game Boy.
We actually have our son's Game Boy. He's 37.
I think we have
and
ours
we have his
too.
Game Boy. It's gray.
All right, the original one, I'm just going to show you on here. We're going to do it a lot like that, but we're going to pop some stuff up too.
And Katie, Janet made a comment. She said it took her a while to come up with the inside sentiment for that.
Oh, Janet,
So-
but it's my favorite.
So
It
the
is my
sentiments
favorite
are
one.
available if you want them. They're optional. They're Janet sentiments, and she designed them, and there's one for every card, each of the 8 cards.
Yeah. And Janet, you really, these are great.
They
and
are.
if you just need some sentiments for cards,
Yeah.
I always pick up Janet's. What's nice with this is that she does put exactly which card the sentiment goes with, which is very nice. Takes the guesswork out of it, doesn't it?
Thank
All
you,
right.
Janet.
Thank you, Janet. All right, we're going to take this card, and notice on here I have a border, so we're going to cut off 1/8 of an inch around here. Now it's not exactly 1/8 of an inch, but we're going to go for it. And again, I'm going to use my larger trimmer, and the 1/8 of the inch is not marked here, so I know this is 1/4 of an inch or 4 1/4, so I'm just going to go to the middle and then cut, and then I'm going to
this is
flip it over,
different.
and then I know to go to the 4 inches because I want it 4 inches wide, and cut that. It's lopsided, but I'm okay with that.
Well, it's still rad,
Yeah,
right?
but if you want to trim it up, I mean, you can go back. But I am going to show you an advantage with this trimmer when I cut this. So on here, we have, I'm going to line up this pink edge. I have to do it before. Okay. So on this trimmer, on the plastic, I'm going to line my pink edge up along this right edge of this plastic. And help me, Kelly, if that doesn't
So
make sense.
you're just trimming off a little bit
1/8
because she
of an
wants the
inch.
white of
Yeah.
the card to show.
But if you notice, I don't know if you can really see that on camera. I'm lining up the pink edge because with this trimmer, it actually, when you cut it, it leaves a bit of a border. So that's perfect for me.
Perfect, yeah.
And so I'm going to switch it. Again, I'm going to line up the dark pink edge with the right-hand side of the guard and cut it. And the reason it does that is because this guard does not go all the way to the cutting blade or the cutting area.
And Katie, you're
love
showing
that.
us something different with these kits. Because I think on all the kits, the paper is made 4 1/4 by 5 1/2,
Yes.
so it covers the entire front of the card. And you're just showing us to get a different look.
Yes. All right,
And I
so
like
let's
it.
go ahead and adhere this. Again, I'm going to use my blue because I can go right on the edge and not worry about where it goes. Not sticky.
It does not stick to her mat. Well, we know how good those mats are.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place this in the middle. Once
See,
you've
I
trimmed your
like
edges.
that. You have
I
to come when you
do.
get it made. Let's look at the original one
Oh,
on the
darn,
package.
I put it upside down. But
That's okay.
no worries.
Why don't you just
okay,
do
we'll
it,
just do it
just
different.
do it the other way?
We will. All right, what we're going to do is I want you to grab your pieces because we're going to lay them out. So we're going to put the rad kind of towards the, you have a stripe here, the second stripe from the bottom. It's just going to hang over a little. And then your You Are Super is going to, the speech bubble is going to fit right in between the R and the A. And then our Game Boy is slanted to the left. Our VHS is slanted to the right, and then our roller skates. So we just want to kind of get an area or a feel of where things are going to go. So let's do the rad first, and I am going to pop that up. Again, whatever stuff you want to use or adhesive you want to use, I'm going to use my wheel of tape.
I love that you call it wheel of tape. I think it's because we've got Teresa's wheel of color.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have wheel of tape.
Wheel of tape.
Well, Kelly, that spells her name correctly with an IE.
Excellent.
Says she likes it better with the dark on the top. So I think it's good to switch things around, and then people can do it. They can see the difference and do what they like.
Happy accidents, right? From my friend Bob Ross.
And Kimberly uses the same thing you do at her. Bob Ross. Kimberly uses the same thing on her trimmer, that little edge. So I think that's a good, I think you've shared that, and that's a great tip.
It's one of my favorite things. I don't know if he meant to do that. He probably did, but I just love it. All right, now I have some of this tape left over on my fingers, and I can just put it on my mat and use it later.
Oh, because that stuff sticks.
Yes.
If you get it on a piece of paper, you're not going to be able to revive it.
So I am just going to put that over there because I can pull from it later. And I'm going to take the backings off. Kelly, this is just so exciting for you, isn't it?
It is terribly exciting. I love it.
All right, and we are going to center it from side to side. And then, but we're going to also kind of put it a little bit of an angle there. We're making it rad to have it pop up. I love that. Okay, let's put down our You Are Super. And again, I'm just going to use my dots. And I can go down right onto that speech bubble because of their dots. And I'm using this mat.
You know how, Katie, I just had a thought. You know how at the Super Bowl there were so many things you could wager on, like how many times they showed Taylor Swift. And
yes.
I think we could have a wager today on how many times you mention your mat.
Oh, okay. You should not have said that. All right, we're going to start with the Game Boy.
And
Go ahead.
I didn't know that they don't stick. I love that about it. Yes, it really is.
And if you're a scrapbooker, like I happen to have these mountains here.
She just happens to have some
mountains. But it's a sticker, and I will stick it to the side. Maybe I'm not going to use it yet, but I'm going to come back to it. So I do. And I should have left all the stickers on here.
Well, in the long run, it's going to save you money because you're not going to be wasting your foam tape or your stickers.
All right, I'm going to overlap the VHS over the little power on off button here.
A lot of people are liking the dark pink on the top. So
you know, I think I like it too. And then my chipboard roller skates, again using this. Just go right over the edges.
And the chipboard's a little thinner in this, I think, don't you? It's not quite as thick, which is nice for cards.
And there's no right or wrong. That tape smells. Can you smell that tape? Oh. And then we're going to place that there.
That's really cute.
Is that fun?
Yes.
Okay, let's place some jacks. It does not matter where you put your jacks. I'm just going to follow over here. So I'm going to place the pink and the yellow one over here on the right. I'm going to use this glue gun because this is...
Isn't that great?
It is very nice, especially with little things. And then I'm going to grab them with my tweezer. And then place those. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch them because that dark pink would have been on the dark pink.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I used to play jacks, but I wasn't very good at it.
We talked about jacks one day on our video. I loved playing jacks.
Yeah. I was not very good at it. Then I'm going to grab my teal jack, and I'm going to place it overlapping the You Are Super.
Janet said this card is for those of us of a certain age.
It is, isn't it? And I remember it all.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to place our pink jack on top of the VHS. And I got a little gooby on my thing, but that's okay. I'm just going to pull it off if that happens. And then I'm going to place this jack right here on my VHS.
That's so cute.
I got a little over gluey, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and grab our enamel dots. And remember, you have your enamel dots that will work for my cards and for Teresa's. And we're going to take a small pink one, and we're going to place it over.
Thanks, Jamie. So sorry.
Oh my goodness, it's stuck to my finger. And it's over here
Did you see what's in the mailbox?
on the left-hand
Did
side.
you see what's in your mailbox?
Can you see that?
I said, who's done that? My favorite chocolates. Yes, now it's my favorite.
All right, and then let's grab our Posca pen because we're going to add a few dots. And remember, you can always just Posca pen anything up here that you want, but we're going to add it just to the VHS tape. A few little 3 dots here on the left and a couple dots on the right. I don't know why I have 3 and 2. It just worked out for me. So above where the tape is, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. And then over on the right bottom, just to balance it out, I added 2. But you can add them anywhere you want to. If you wanted to put them around the jacks a little.
I think
What
that's
I tried
great,
to do
Katie.
is put it on one and then like to balance it out on the other one. I'm going to put 3 up here just because I feel like it.
You can do what you want, Katie.
There you go. And there we go. There's the card.
Now
I like
show
the
your
hot
and
pink.
show your package too.
All
of
right.
How it
How it started.
how Simple Stories made it up.
A lot alike. This one we just popped up some stuff.
And
And trim the
yeah, I
edge.
like the edge trimmed a lot.
We'll do some more. We'll do some more or not challenging, but we're going to switch up a little bit more, but we're working up to that. Okay, and the inside of the one is because awesome and cool just aren't enough. I like this
That
one.
is good.
Okay, we're ready for card number 3.
Okay, we have Katie. I'm
Yes.
going to leave you
question?
for a second. We
You're
have a
gonna leave
question
me.
about the thinner foam dots, and I don't think we have any of those that we carry. I'm going to go see if I can find them.
Okay.
The regular size but lower profile.
All right.
I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be back, but you.
We're
you
going to
guys
do
will be
Janine's
good.
card next with the little VW
Oh,
band.
Love
yes.
that.
All right, so I am going to grab my, where is it? Oh, there it is. There's our Janine card because it has a VW bug. And go ahead and grab your other items. We'll take a little break here so we can get caught up. I'm going to dump everything out of my envelope. Put the pieces to the side. And this one, I did not shave the nubbins off just due to the fact that I knew I was going to cut it. But if you already did, not a problem. I'm going to move some of this stuff over. Getting a little messy over there. All right. Go ahead and everybody take a drink. All right, we're ready to go on then. Okay, so we have our card and card base. We are going to change this one up a little bit, and we are going to go dip into our extras too. I love this card one just because it reminds me of Janine, but if you look at the Friends, that is actually from the Friends show, how they do their title. So I was really excited about that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab you have your card base, and we're going to grab our teal piece, and we're going to trim that down. Right now it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we are going to trim this down to 4 wide to 5 1/4. And then I just realized it left nubbins on this side. And then I also
Good
noticed,
to see how to do that.
while I was doing this last night, that if you wanted to add a rough edge,
Oh,
you
are you
can
going to do it?
just- Should I do it?
Yeah, let's do it. I like to see.
All
I
right.
like new things.
Okay. This paper's a little thin, so we want to do the Maggie trick where
Do
we
it
hold
gently.
it close to where you are sanding. How's that look on camera? Pretty exciting.
It looks really. It's
All right.
riveting.
Thank you.
So while you're sanding, I'm
And
going
the
to let
noise is just
I'm gonna let people
fabulous.
know about
okay, I'm
this.
going to move to the side and sand, so you can
So-
only hear it but not see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we have good news. We do have the thin 3D foam squares, and
Oh,
they're
it
in
says thin.
they're in black, And they come in the 2 sizes. So, whoops, I don't really know where I'm supposed to be holding this right now. But anyway, so we do have those. You get 217 pieces, and they are available. And we have them in black. They're $3.29.
All right.
How's your sanding going,
My
Katie?
sanding, I think, is good.
So it just leaves
it
like
has
a little white.
a little bit of white edge to it.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe you can see a little bit of that.
Well, earlier we had a comment, Katie, that people really like seeing the different options.
Oh, good. It is kind of fun to change them up. All right, I have to make sure I check to put my card on right. I'm going to grab this, and this time I'm going to, well, nope, can't get away from it. Just because I like my edges to be down. Again, when I use this mat.
It works perfect.
It does. I have no issues. Center it. Go ahead and center it down. And then we do also need to trim this piece down because it's too large. And we're going to trim this. If you're using this trimmer, I suggest just lining it up, the guard onto the end of the starburst, and just trim around that. If you don't have this trimmer, you're going to trim 1/8 of an inch down. So I'm going to start over here. It's at 4 1/4. I'm just going to go in the middle, trim it down, spin it. This is 5, and you know what? I'll just do it this way. And now I know it needs to go to 4, but I think that's wrong.
Probably 3
because it'll be the
3/4.
same. Yep. So I think I did even write that down. Almost a 1/4
Maybe
inch on
quarter.
each side. Yeah. So go ahead and cut another 1/8 of an inch off that side, and then spin it, and then we're actually going to get this to be at 3.75. If I would just read my directions. So we're leaving just a really thin border around the starburst. So you can go ahead and do that around the edges.
I love those colors.
And there we go. Isn't that great?
It is
Reminds me
really
of the,
great.
what are those things, the spin arts where
Reminds-
you spin it?
Yes, I love spin
Yeah.
art. Reminds me of the 70s.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and adhere this right in the middle then. And this time, well, I guess I'll switch my adhesive. We'll try this one.
Janet, just while you're putting
Ooh,
adhesive on
this
that,
is new and very fast.
Janet just put out an idea. If you were
Yeah.
looking for, if maybe you had a friend that wants to get started in card making, it'd be great to get them this kit, and then they could watch your video. Because this video will be available for watching in the future. It will be saved here on Facebook.
And there you go. The burst is right here, the thicker ones. I don't
Oh,
think
good
you
to
can do
know.
your burst upside down. All right, we're going to grab this notebook oval, and it's going to go right into the middle. So let's go ahead and just add some adhesive. Oh, wow. This is like a sprinter. The pink line is on the left, and you're just going to center it. It will overlap the edges, and that's just a-okay.
Fine and dandy.
Yep, just put it in the middle. There we go. All right, this pink flowers you have not picked up because you are going to go into your extra pieces that you punched out and find that pink flower. So I'm going to open this up and dig in here, and that is the pink flower that you want. It's like a little Hawaii flower. And if you need to, go ahead, and there's different ways you can take your nubbins off. You can file. Is there an official word for those things instead of nubbins?
There is, but let me
Okay.
think on it.
All right, or you can cut them off. Whatever works for you to take those off. So we're not going to adhere it down yet, but we're going to kind of place it so we can get our pieces in place. Let's grab our chipboard and put that there. We have the Hey Friend, and you can use one of the notebook lines to line it up nice and straight.
Oh, that's a great tip.
And then the Let's Get Together is a chipboard piece, and we're going to adhere that down there. So you just kind of have it laid out how you like it. And we're going to start with the little love bug, and we're going to flip that over and go ahead and put some adhesive. I'm going to use my green dot repositionable if I get the lid off. And there we go. Using this one, you can always reposition it. So if you don't like where it is, it pulls off nice and easy. So we're going to put that right there in the center. And then let's go ahead and do our Hey Friend banner. Isn't that fun? And this one also, with your repositionable, you can go off because it can go on your mat, but it doesn't really go on your mat. It just goes on your roller. And let's go ahead and I'm going to use one of those blue lines to make this straight and go across. Now it's not very straight, which is a-okay because I can pull it back up and it doesn't do anything to my paper. It doesn't rip it. And I can reposition it. And there we go. And then I'm going to grab the Let's Get Together. Again, I'm using dots. If I use the strips, I'm going to have to fold them over or cut them off. And so I just use those, and I'm going to put it under the word friend. And it overlays it just a smidge there. So you can see how it kind of overlays that a little bit. I like this one a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our Hawaii flower, our pink flower. And you can put it on any way or any, there's no right or wrong way for your flower. I'm just going to tuck it right up here under the car hood in the upper right. And then we're going to grab 2 enamel dots. We're going to grab not the hot pink, but the next pink, the little one. And we're going to put it out here on the starburst. And then we're going to grab a medium, oh, there's hair on there, a medium teal. And it's actually going to go over the yellow border. And there we go. But we have got to Posca this up. But let's check it out how I changed it up. Did not change it up that much, but we did add something from our leftovers there. But we're going to add some Posca, and we did add a border. I just like the white border around it, and which is very doable because you can just trim everything down. All right, so let's get our Poscas, and if I can find mine, here it is. Shake it up a little bit. And the first thing we're going to do is add some to the flower. And the flower you can do any way you want. One thing you can do with flowers is that you can add white dots in the middle just to brighten it up. Or I like to add some dots to the petals. And I don't think you can overdo Posca with a flower, but maybe. And then let's look at the car. I'm going to add a little Posca pen to the rear view mirrors. Just little dots so they look shiny. And then notice the taillights already have a line in them, like a lighter line. Just trace that with your Posca. I got to put this one down. And it's like it's just saying, hey, I would like a little lightning already.
Put me a little Posca.
Yeah, give me a little Posca. And then with the flowers, I'm just going to go between the leaves here on the left-hand side and over
Katie, I'm amazed that you're doing it in the air. You're the best.
Woo! And then let's make the bumper a little highlighted too. And you could actually do a line there, or you could just do a dot. And then since we have 3 or 4 over here, we're just going to jump over here. And you know, you can do this with a thicker Posca too. You just don't want to push down as hard, so to say. And then let's just put a little line there on that bumper too. And you can add them wherever you want. So maybe we can add to the tire. Sometimes I like to do a line and a dot. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It's radical, Katie.
All right, so there's the change up of that one. Again, it wasn't that much, but I think the Posca adds a lot.
It does. You don't realize it's there.
Yeah. All right. And the inside of this one says, good friends, cheaper than therapy. Amen. All right.
Katie,
how am I doing?
What, you're doing great. While you grab your next card,
yes.
There was a question from Donna about the new Elizabeth Crafts, and when they come in, we will show them, but we will not show them until, I believe Diane said it was Monday. There's rules of when you can and can't show things. I just spilled my water.
You spilled your water?
Just a little bit. It'll be okay. there's rules about when you can and can't. We can't show things before they're released, but as soon as they are released, we will be showing them.
All right, so let's go ahead and pull out our next card, and this one is Smiles. So you have some hearts, and this heart, the hearts on here, I'm going to show you that I got a little carried away with my sanding, which is absolutely fine, that you can make them look a little bit rougher on the edges. So we're going to have the card base, and you should have the one that has the gold hearts, the pink edge, we have the teal for the middle, we have the film strip, the camera, the banners, and the hearts. So this one is actually going to still fit just right on the page. So let's go ahead and add some adhesive to that. And just because Kelly just pulled up here, I'm going to say how I'm going onto my mat.
Yes. Good. I want to hear that, Katie. I knocked my water over and I had to just do a little cleanup.
I'm going to grab for a straight edge. I'm using my Tim Holtz trimmer. I'm going to make sure it opens on the right. It's kind of nice to have that security of it sitting under there.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then I am going to line up the top.
So is this card number 4?
It is. Moving right along.
So we're wondering if we're doing okay, if we're not going too fast, if you're crafting along with us, let us know if we're going too fast or too slow or how we're doing.
All right, this is the original one. It's very straight. We're going to do some tipsy-turvy.
We like tipsy
stuff. Topsy-turvy,
How did
tipsy-turvy.
you think to do it that way? That's such a great idea.
Well, I knew I had to change it, so
Well,
I was like, how can I change it? And this one, I didn't want to change them too much, but just so you know, it is doable. I thought about cutting the border off, but I do like the pink, and I think we needed to keep the pink. I'm going to add some adhesive to the teal piece and just center it into the middle. Oops, kind of pushed that one to the side, didn't I? There we go. The next thing we're going to do is the frame, or the film strips, and I want it to be in this corner, and I want it to be diagonal, but what it's going to cause is I'm going to have to trim it. And so on this one, you can see I trimmed it at the bottom, but it bothers me because it's...
it bothers you?
It does because it's not straight. So what we're going to do is grab our trimmer. We're just going to trim a little bit off the bottom of the 6 of the frame. Just a smidge, a twitch, a titch, and then a little bit at the top. And I think that's going to help us with our...
Well, it's always great when our designers do something and they're like, oh, if I was going to do it again, I would do this. And now you got a chance to do it again.
Yeah. So can you see how that's crooked? It's like it got cut crooked, so it bothered me. So we're just going to trim a little bit on the 6 and a little bit on the 1, and it fits perfectly then. So let's go ahead and add the adhesive of your choice. I'll try this one this time. And honestly, oh, that's right, this one's just too fast.
Too fast for you?
It is. It's like...
Geez, Katie, she picks up 3 different ones.
I'm going to go with this one. And I honestly, this is how I craft, is I just decide...
I usually just have one adhesive runner out. And then now that I have the precision glue press,
mine is close
keep that
too.
on my desk.
All right, we're going to slant this, and so the edge, the right edge is touching the top, and the left bottom edge is touching the bottom. I like that. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to place the smiles down just so we can lay the camera where we want it to be. Because if I didn't, I'd probably have my camera end up like up here, and that's not going to be very good. So the smiles, and then the You Always Bring. I'm going to cut this off because I don't want another banner. So we're just going to trim those little pieces off, the little banner pieces off each edge. And flip it around.
Katie, Edie says everything's perfect.
Oh!
And she's excited because after she makes her cards, she'll be able to mark them on her tracker.
Oh!
So
I marked mine on my tracker last night.
And you can do it double.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the You Always Bring Me smiles, and we're going to adhere these together first. So I'm going to flip this one over and use my roller adhesive because I can go right off the edge.
You like that. Well, that's why I like the dots. I do use
Yeah.
dot adhesive quite often.
And we're going to center it over the smiles. Just like that. So then we've made it into one piece.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you.
I didn't realize you did it that way.
Yeah. And then again, let's have our camera there and kind of see where you want to place your smiles and then your camera. Once you have that where you want it, I just push that up. And I'm going to add more adhesive across and place that exactly where I would like it. And then we're going to adhere the camera down. I'm trying to look. Oh, I did use Posca. There's so many places you could use Posca on here. So flip this over. We're going to adhere the camera down, but we're going to slant it or tilt it. Ooh. And then let's grab our glue gun, or not our glue gun, our glue press, and add some dots where we want to put our hearts. And I'm going to grab them with my tweezer. And I have a teal heart up here and a pink heart down here.
And Janet just linked our trackers. We have free downloadable trackers courtesy of Memory Bound that you can download and keep track of your crafting for 2024.
I'm going to grab a small gray enamel dot and put that there.
Oh, that's so cute.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, we're not done yet. We have to add our Posca.
Don't go away.
Don't go away, there's more.
Whoops.
All right. So I'm going to grab your Posca, and we are going to do some stitching around the edge. We are going to use dots and lines. There is no right or wrong way to do it by any means. So I'm going to start up here in this corner. I don't think I can do this.
Can't do it in the air?
No. So
that's okay.
Here we go. I'm going to start with a line, and then I'll add a dot, line, dot, dot, line, dot. There is no rhyme or reason to it. It's just kind of whatever you do. Except when I get to the corner, I use lines. So then it has an edge or an ending. Sometimes I'll do a line and then a dot in the corner. And then since I had the line there, I'm going to come down with a dot. And this is where you, I guess, get to do it a free-for-all, so to say. 2 lines together. You can do 2 lines together. A dot, a line. I usually don't go over 3 dots. And I just keep on going. And then on this one, I had 2 lines and I finished with a dot. Then I'm going to turn it and continue on. This is so exciting. And then I'm just going to go right up to the film strip. And then continue with a line and then 2 dots. I'm going to finish the corners with dots. I like to do that. And then go up the side. And like I said, you can do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong with that. And then I'm just going to stop as I got close to the film strip there.
It just adds a little bit along that edge of paper, that solid paper.
It does, doesn't it? And then let's see. Let's add a line and a dot to the lens right there. And then I'm going to add a line and a dot down there too. If I put it down there, I think I'm going to put some up here, but I'm going to put dots up here.
You just have an eye for it, Katie. You've
Well,
been doing it a long time, and she looks at it and she just knows where to put things. Oh, and on the heart. I love that.
There's so many different places you can add it. There's no right or wrong when it comes to the Posca pen. You can't over Posca. And there you go. And so the original one, it's a little bit different from the...
Yeah, slightly different.
Yeah.
I like your slanted film strip. That's kind of fun.
Thank you. All right. On to card number 5. So we're flipping over. This is a little bit different. We're going to take this to a new level, Kelly.
Okay.
So here it is. Always show your true colors. Oh, I forgot. Did I show you the inside of the last card?
I don't think so.
I appreciate you more than words can say, was the camera one. Always show your true colors, and the inside says the world needs more of you in it. And the original one, we're going to flip the paintbrushes. So they are facing up, but we're going to have our paintbrushes facing down. And then we're going to add Posca. All right. Let's go ahead and get our pieces out of card number 5. And there's a bunch of diamonds in there too. All right. How are we doing, Kelly?
Good, good. We have no questions right now. Several comments about people and their trackers.
Yay!
So
Tracking away.
I love that people are loving the trackers. That makes me so happy.
I love this paper.
It's a neat plan.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and adhere this. You know the drill by this time, I feel like saying. Add the adhesive around the edge. If it goes off, that's okay. I'm going to grab my trimmer because it has an edge on it. Make sure your card is facing the correct way. If it's not, that's okay because you can pull the front off. Sometimes I've had to cut the whole front of the card off and put it on a different front of the card.
I have made them upside down on the video before.
Yes.
It just happens.
It does.
And it happens at home too.
Okay, let's grab our light pink, and it's just going to be adhered in the center.
I think these card kits from Simple Stories are nice also if you want to get together with friends and get your card kits and get together, play some music, have some snacks, and make up your cards. Watch Katie make them if you want to.
Okay, notice this goes over the edge, and I want the black edge to continue to show. So you're going to trim off. You're going to trim this piece to 4 inches wide. So just trim 1/4 of it off on one end, and doesn't matter what end. And we're going to flip it over, add some adhesive. Whoops. And we're going to put this right in the center. Kind of gone through that quickly. I hope that was okay.
I think it's fine.
And then we're going to grab our teal piece. And it is actually going to be placed, I don't know about yours, but mine has a flat edge here.
Oh, it does?
It does, but that's okay because I'm going to turn it and put it where my paintbrushes will be. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this down because it is centered again, but it's going to almost touch or cover the right-hand side. And you just want to make sure your grids, unless you're okay with it going, I have to have my grid go up and down. And so I'm going to put that over there, and notice that you can kind of see that flatter edge over there. Maybe it's just my piece.
Was this one like that? Was your
I
other
don't
card?
remember. My other notebook one, circle
I
one
guess it's
was.
okay because it's going to be covered up.
All right, let's go ahead and grab the chipboard paintbrush and the paper paintbrush. So you have a teal one and a pink one. And what I would like you to do is to put adhesive along the paintbrush, the teal paintbrush. And this is where it's very handy. I'm going to use my repositionable and my dots in case I make a mistake. And the thing is, if I make a mistake, these rub, I'm going to show you, right off.
That's the nice thing about those, for sure.
So that's very nice. So I'm going to put those back on, just right there, right in the middle of the, and you might see me doing this. It's just getting the adhesive goes over those little dots, just go over a little, and I just pulled them off. I can't remember what I was going to say. So we're going to put that at an angle, and then we're going to take our pink one and lay it right over. so like you have an area where they come together. And using the repositionable, I can just roll those extra ones that are showing off the edge. So that's what it's going to look like. It's like a very shallow X. And then go ahead and grab your pink grid ribbon. I wouldn't cut it. What I would do is lay it down and put your paintbrushes over it, and then you're just going to tie a knot at the top or of the handle. Oh, excuse me, at the bottom of the handle. So I'm just going to tie a quick knot here. And then trim it to my liking.
This is a good way to conserve your ribbon is to not cut it until you've actually tied it onto your project and then cut it off, and you get a lot more.
And then I like it because it...
Yeah, that grid ribbon. The grid ribbon comes in lots of colors.
Favorite. All right. So let's go back here, grab your card base, and we're going to lay these out of where we want them. So I'm going to put my paint brushes down, and where I want this, always show your, and if I go up higher, it's going to come off the circle. So I just want just below, or just right where it comes to each edge there. And then I can also use that grid line to adhere it, and then we're going to have the true colors go on there. So let's go ahead and adhere our paint brushes down. Going to use my, oh. Hope people are hanging in there.
Yeah.
It's like a Tuesday, it's like,
I think some people are making the cards and some are going to come back and make them.
Yeah.
And like we mentioned, if you want to make them and you don't have the kit, we do have a few left of the True Colors card kit from Simple Stories.
So that went over to the edge. Oh my goodness, I glued my ribbon down. What I tried to do is have this paintbrush basically up and down.
Oh, I see. So the pink one, make it straight up and down.
It's crooked, so it's okay because I use that. And do it again. So the pink one, oh my goodness, is straight up and down on that edge. There we go. All right, grab your always show your, and let's adhere that one down. And I'm going to use one of the grid lines so I just know that it's straight. So you can kind of see that there. And then I'm going to grab the True Colors and adhere that down, and it is going to overlap the paintbrush a little bit, the teal one. All right, and bring my diamonds in. Okay.
You know, whenever you say diamonds, I'm expecting gems.
Are these gems?
Well, no, they're diamonds probably, or square.
They
are diamond
what
shaped.
What do they call them?
I don't know. They are diamond shaped.
So bring in your gemmy diamonds. All right, so let's go ahead, and we have the pink one, a teal one, and a yellow, and then the coral and a teal. So we're going to come over here and put a dot right by the handle of the chipboard piece, and we're going to grab the teal gem or diamond, and we're going to place it right beside that handle, and that's going to kind of be the base of where we're going to do our gems from. So the pink one is going to go along this edge, and the yellow one is going to go along this edge. So I'm going to add a dot of adhesive or some glue dot, not glue dot, this thing, glue press. Thank you. Like I want to call it a glue gun. Called it everything but what it is. All right, then we're going to take the diamond. I called it and we're going to place this one. But notice how they're lined up. The edges are lined up. And then we're going to grab our yellow diamond and place it over here, just over the edge of the teal circle. But they're kind of in a line then. Not so random.
Yeah, I like that, how they're set up there.
And then let's go down here, and we're going to put a teal one, or no, excuse me, a coral one over the edge. And then add the teal gem diamond on this corner. Again, they're lined up, just the edges are lined up. They don't have to be, I just did it this way this time.
I know, it's nice though.
There. And then let's go ahead, we're not going to grab the first row, but in the second row, the lighter pink, we're going to grab a medium enamel dot and put it above the you are in your. You can definitely add, if you have extra ones, after you do Teresa's class, you can add those to the, or buy another pack of just the enamel dots, and you can enamel dot this all up, because you might want to put one down there, or maybe you don't want gems and you want to put enamel dots. You sure definitely can do that. All right.
They look good.
Okay, so now let's grab our Posca pen.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, we're going to add 3 dots to the handle of the pink brush. And then we're going to add dots to the metal piece of the brush. And if you're, notice my metal brush on my second, or my underneath the teal is showing, so I added some dots. It's not really showing that much on this one, so only 1 dot, but this one I added 3. So it kind of sometimes depends on what you have. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to add a border of dots along the edge of the teal. And you can do dots and stripes. I'll do dots and stripes this time. This one is just all dots, if you can see that. And just dots here. So from one edge to the yellow to the next, following along on the circle. So I'm going to do a dot. Oops, I better test this. It is sometimes you have to rejuice it, so to say. There we go. It's ready to go. So I'm going to do just a line of dot.
A little bit. Yeah, I like that.
This is almost like, you know, if you follow Allie Edwards, she is a famous scrapbooker. She uses Posca pens all the time. She has beautiful handwriting. She writes on vellum, and she also writes on acetate.
So you can use Posca pen on vellum and acetate?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's that, and then there's the other one that had just the dots around it. But you can add, you know, dots so much more. When they give you that natural light line, like on this brush, I would just follow it. And then you can add to that. I really want to add some down here, so let's see what happens. I know.
Here she goes.
There we go. Okay, I think that one's
They
good,
look great.
Kelly.
It looks great.
We are moving right along.
Katie, there's
Staying awake.
There's been
Wake
a
up,
lot
wake
of
up.
questions about
Yeah.
the repositionable
All right.
adhesive. So
I
I wondered
have a
if you
question
could
for
just tell
Can
about
you go ahead
it.
and tell? I need to use the restroom.
Oh, okay, I'll tell about it.
Sorry.
So-
Way too much coffee. Oh my God.
All right, Katie's well, it's a good time to take a little break.
To take a break, go right ahead.
So take a break if you want to. So she's talking a lot about the repositionable adhesive, and I just wanted to tell you about it because we have several staff members that are big fans, and I finally got myself some, especially if you're not sure you want something to be stuck down in a particular place. But this is the dispenser, and it is the Easy Dots, and it is double-sided adhesive, and it's repositionable. When you see green from the brand Scrapbook Adhesives, it's repositionable. Now it does have a refill that fits into this, and so when you run out you can get a refill. Don't throw this away, the dispenser, but also if you happen to have one of their other dispensers, like Katie has this red one here, and it is the very same shape. I think I've got it upside down. It's the very same shape, so if you wanted to just pop this in, pop out what you have, pop this in and use your repositionable, you can do that. You know, those of us here at Memory Bound, we just have both dispensers, but you can always mix up your refills when you're using the Easy Dots from Scrapbook Adhesives. And they're going to be green when they're repositionable and they're dots. And this one fits into the Easy Runner Grand. So a lot, and you can see from Katie's here that she's got a red handle, but that is a green refill in there. And you can mix your refills with the Easy Runner Grand also. As long as you have an Easy Runner Grand refill, you can use the repositionable dots. I like to use the blue dots. I didn't bring one over. Those are permanent. Katie's been using it in the smaller size. Those are permanent dots, but they're dots, and the Easy Runner Grand has a refill for that also. So, Katie, I was just telling them while you were gone about the repositionable and how you can switch things around.
Yeah.
And if you have questions, just call us.
This is in the red holder, but it's the green one.
Yeah, that's what I just told them,
okay.
that you could,
I do, I
you
switch
had
them up.
switch yours around. So
All
you
right.
don't have to necessarily buy different dispensers unless you want to.
Right. Because it all fits together. All right. Oh, we have 3 cards
What is
left.
our next card?
Okay. Let's get to going. Thank you for those that are still staying with me. Okay, we're doing the Shine Bright. So, oh, this one's fun. This is what it looks like. So this is the Shine Bright one. And it's a lot different than you can see the original one.
Oh yeah, the bottom
This
of
one,
it's different.
yeah, this one has a lot of yellow, but we're going to change it to a lot of pink. And I'm going to walk you through how to do that. So let's go ahead and grab our items. Hopefully you had maybe you had to take a quick break too.
I'm guessing
Grab a
people
drink.
did. I mean, it is
I know.
11:06.
I wonder how long has class been? And we have our hearts, we have our banner, we have Shine Bright, Speech Bubble, Just Be You, and then the Viewmaster.
I love those Viewmaster things.
We're going to go ahead and adhere these 2 pieces together first. And this is where the dots come in nicely because you can get right in the corners of a triangle. And then put that along the edge. You're going to want to grab your whatever you're using as your edge piece. And put that right along the edge here. Line that up. Now I want this to be a border around here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut. You don't want to cut this end because if you cut this end of the triangle, it's going to be flat. So you want to cut the top of the triangle. Does that make sense?
It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
But I'll do what you
So,
say.
all right. If we cut it down here, you're going to have a flat tip. So you want to cut it up here. I think I'm explaining it correctly, but I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
So just make sure your stars are at the top and your plaid's at the bottom. It is at 5 1/2, so we're going to trim it down to 5 1/4. So see, you still have that. But you have a little, this is not like I'm not explaining this well. I've lost my words. So you're going to turn it once.
Okay.
And now we're going to go
I
down
see.
to
Then
4.
that's going to cut it.
And then it's going to cut it.
So you want to cut from the same corner.
Yes.
Okay,
I believe
that makes
so.
sense.
All right, so then we're going to flip it over.
I was worried, Katie, but
I
it
was
worked
worried
just
too.
fine. It worked just fine.
And I notice mine isn't straight across. It is here, but it's not there. So I'm just going to trim that off because I want it just to be a little.
I see. Yeah.
And with these Tim Holtz trimmers, you can trim the
pretty
slivers
close.
off. All right, let's go ahead and adhere this to our card base. And again, you're just centering it. I have to tell you, Kelly, I've never had such a large crafting area for quite some time.
I hear you, Katie. It's getting a little smaller.
It's like, wow.
Katie, Joanne has a question for
Yeah.
you while you're sticking that
Sure.
down. She's wondering if you go back when you're done and use permanent adhesive where you had
Nope.
used your reposition.
I have not had any issues of my repositionable popping off. So I do not, I just keep it down.
And that's the 3L scrapbook adhesives, repositionable. There might be others that aren't as sticky, but she has not had any trouble with that one.
All right, let's go ahead and lay our pieces down. So we're going to take our Viewmaster piece and it's going to go in the middle. The Shine Bright is going to cover up the greens just a little bit on the left-hand side. And we are not going to use the yellow banner, so go ahead and put that to the side. We are going to use this larger flower piece, so we're going to place that over here in the lower right-hand corner. And then go to your extra pieces, your punch-out pieces, and I want you to grab You Are Totally Amazing, which is pink, and it's in a banner, and You Are So Awesome. We're going to use those. So we're adding these and taking away the mustard yellow piece and putting that to the side. So let's go ahead and let's adhere our Viewmaster first. And it is actually going to go right into the center. So I'm going to grab, oops, I'm getting off. And it actually has the middle comes out. So pop out that middle piece. And we're going to adhere that right down in the middle of your card. Like so. And then we're going to pop dot the Shine Bright. So I'm going to grab my wheel of tape here and start adding, but remember I had some pieces up here. Notice I can just grab these and use these now. And I'm going to cut a little bit of a longer piece here off my wheel and put it along here. And sometimes I have to cut those corners off. All right. And we're going to adhere this. Sometimes I can't. Don't know if I've taken the backing off. We're going to adhere this up in the upper left-hand corner. And the little speech bubble is going to be beside the word true, if that kind of helps anyone out. Just like that. So the little speech bubble is beside the word true. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the Just Be You, and we're going to lay this down first. So it's the top of our word cluster here, and it's going to go right under where it says USA and overlap this little square here. So USA, straight across, just like that. And you can see how it kind of covers up the teal piece under the Shine Bright. And then let's go ahead and grab You're So Awesome. Add some adhesive. And spin it. And we're going to adhere it under here. And I'm going to just bump it up right against the Just Be You. And then You're Totally Amazing. We're going to add underneath of it. And bump that right under here also. And what you want to do is just keep the words a little bit or somewhat together, or the last letter somewhat together.
I like how they're stacked.
We're going to grab the flower, the chipboard flower.
It's all right.
And we're going to, and it just depends on where your words are, how you have them. Just work it so the flower is overlapping the words. And then you push that down.
Okay.
That is a
But
fun
notice
card.
it it's turned it pink and it's taken the yellow out of there. All right, we have some hearts here, and I'm just going to adhere them right on the Shine Bright. I didn't put my glue gun back in the, and it's good. I didn't put it back in the holder.
Oops.
I know, what a habit. I'm going to grab the pink one and put it up above the E. And then the teal one, I have a lighter teal. I can't grab it. Over there.
Well, Katie, I'm noticing that when you grab things, you are pushing down on one side and sliding your tweezers.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, so that's a good.
So I don't
that's a
chase
good
it?
little, yes. Save a little time.
Oops, I slid that one over. All right, let's grab our enamel dots. If we can find
Wherever
them.
they are.
Wherever your enamel dots may be.
Here they are, Katie.
Oh, thank you. So we're going to grab a little yellow one, and we're going to put it between the hearts.
I really like that.
And then we're going to grab a little teal one, and we're going to put it in the middle of the pink, or the white flower. And then the darker pink, we're going to grab a medium one and put it in the teal flower. And like I said, if you had more, you could obviously add more enamel dots to there. So there you go with that one. We're not going to Posca it up. You sure can if you'd like to, though. And so that one is right here. So you can see it has more of gold to it. And we took that out and then added more pink. All right, and you have an extra heart, so you can put that in your extras.
And Janet just linked the card kit. So if you're joining us late and you love these cards and you want to make them, the card kit makes 8 cards and it is $14.99. So it's a really good price too. I don't know how they keep the price down.
All right, let's go to our TV show one.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Brighten your day.
MBTV.
MBTV. Grab our pack here. Empty it out. And we have all of our little pieces in here. We have our TV, we have some hearts, we have Brighten Your Day, we have 3 base pieces, and a banner. Is that TV a lot larger than you thought it would be? It is to me.
Yeah, I like it though.
I'm trying to push all my extras off camera. Okay, let's go ahead. This is going to fit here, so we're going to cut it down. So we're going to cut this down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. So a 1/4 inch off of each side. There we go. Then grab your your flower piece, because it is also 5 1/2. So we're going to cut that down to 5 1/4. And then your little pink strip here, we're going to cut that down to also 5 1/4. Just like that. There you go. That's all trimmed up and ready to go now.
Katie, Diana has a nice suggestion that with these inserts that Janet designed for us, that you could mat them on the insides of your cards.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Add more color to the inside.
Oh, absolutely.
Just get some matching color vibe or matching cardstock out of your stash.
Well, and also you have all those leftover pieces, and sometimes I like to go back and add the leftover pieces to the insides of my cards, or maybe...
Oh, yeah, once you get them all made, sure.
And add maybe a couple to the front. If I'm like, oh, I have extra this, I can add to the front then too. And this flower piece is going to go to the bottom of the mat here. And then the pink, we're going to just adhere straight across the flower, between the flower and the plaid.
Boy, that works really good on your mat,
Doesn't
Katie.
it work good on my mat? I haven't said that for a little bit.
You haven't. That's why I thought I'd bring it up.
And I just put that right up against there. There we go. Let's grab our TV. So we're
Katie,
gonna
I've
get
got
the
to
TV.
go see what papers we have for this collection,
Okay.
and I'll be right back. We've got a question from Connie.
All right, I'm going to grab the TV. We're going to pop that up. So whatever foam dots, pop dots, whatever you're using, go ahead and start adhering it to your TV. When I'm using foam dots, I do like to put a piece in the middle. If I put a frame around it, and I think you surely could, but sometimes I worry that the middle's going to get punched down. I don't know why, but I think that sometimes. Now with these antennas, I am going to grab the skinny little piece, and I'm going to place one of them along each antenna. And
Oh, they are perfect.
Absolutely perfect, yes. And this one's a little bit, and look, I have some extra, but I'm just going to place it on my mat for further use, future use. I've got dots going all over.
Well, actually went flying, but
And
we'll find it later. Stuck to
it
our
might be stuck to some
our
product.
shoe, or if you get something in your order with a little piece of foam tape on it, it's from
It's
Katie.
just a little present. Just saying hello. let's go ahead and adhere this over to the right. My TV has a dot on it. That's okay. And then those antennas just fit down nice, really nice with that.
That does work really
Yeah.
well. If you don't have those strips, what do you do, Katie?
I would just cut a little piece. I'd actually take one of these and just cut a little strip there. That's what I would do. And I have done that until I discovered those. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere the banner in the upper left-hand corner.
We're on our second to the last card. We just got
We
to hope
are.
that our battery holds out.
Yes.
So
if we disappear, it might be because our
we
battery.
don't want
So
to.
I'm trying to go quickly.
We'll speed through these last two
Yes.
so we don't get cut off.
They're pretty. I'll get to the. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. Except
Oh, I love that. I didn't realize that was chipboard in the middle of the TV.
chipboard.
I love that.
And then we are going to go to our.
Your extras.
Yes.
While you find your extras, I want to let there was a question about if we had the other papers, and Janet can link these, but we do have the collection pack that's got the sticker sheet and all the papers, the individual papers, and we also have the collector's essential kit for True Colors, and that's going to have your sticker sheet, your papers, your chipboard, your page pieces, and your journal bits. So those are both available from this collection that Katie's using if you want to make some other projects, and Janet can link those for us.
I'm going to put the larger chipboard teal heart
I
just
like
off
that.
to there. And then I'm going to put, from my extras, I grabbed this pink, light pink heart. Or you could use from your extras the light pink chipboard heart, just whatever you'd want. And I'm going to add that up here because there's a lot of white up there, so I thought I would cover that up with a chipboard heart.
I like that.
And then this one has a teal down here, but I'm going to grab the yellow from our previous card and put that down here because I like how it has more of a contrast then. Oh, you know what? I don't like it. So I'm going to switch it.
That was so quick.
Yeah.
It
I
barely
didn't
was
like
on your
it.
card.
Yeah.
It like flipped off.
Yep, didn't like it. Phew. All right, let's grab our enamel dots. We're going to grab a medium yellow and put it below the chipboard heart there.
They just add a little extra.
Oh, that is and another medium gray, and we're going to make it the channel switcher.
Oh, there you go.
There, I thought it had some Posca pen, but let's do quick Posca pen. I feel like we're on
You probably have
beating
to
the
let's go. Beat the battery,
yes.
Katie.
Just gonna add some. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just was going to say that I bet that TV you had to get up to change the channel.
I
bet
remember
that's one
when
of the
my
ones.
grandma and grandpa got a remote, and I think it was about as
Really?
big as this card, and it just said volume up, volume down, channel up, down, and power. And I thought
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
the coolest thing ever. I'm going to just add dots and lines.
Oh,
So dots and
interesting.
lines.
On the light color, it looks good.
Yeah, probably need to shake it up a little bit, but we're just going to keep on going. All right, and the inside of this one says, "Friend, I've always got your back." Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, and one more.
Again, kudos to Janet for
Yes.
doing our card insides.
And I sorry that I'm going so fast, but we're trying to beat the battery. Okay. We are going to now do
Card
this.
number 8,
It's your
everybody.
day. It's a birthday card. So go ahead and pull out your pieces. And we have banners, we have strips, we have a little, it's like the slide holder, and we have flowers. It's your day. We have the word celebrate, and we'll grab some hearts from our extra pieces. But we are going to start with putting these two, adhere the stars to the plaid. So we're going to do that. I feel like I've gone into like super hi-fi motion.
What is that when they speed it up? Speed
Yes.
things up? Well, the thing about the last card, Katie, is
Yes.
that people can finish up at their own pace.
Yes.
And you're not going to miss anything because it's here, and if you need to slow it down a little bit, you sure can.
We're going to cut a 1/4 inch off of the right-hand side, and then I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off of the plaid, the yellow plaid. You can do the bottom with the stars, but I just wanted the stars to show more. And then we're going to adhere it to our card base with the stars at the top. How are we doing, Kelly?
We're
With
good.
battery?
We're good. I don't even see the battery thing.
Okay. And we're going to adhere it like that. I always suggest it's always good to lay out your pieces. And then we're going to take the scallop border. Again, what's nice with this tape is that you can run it right along the scallop border and you do not have to worry about
When it's on your mat.
Yeah. Oh, we should have cut this piece down too. But that's okay.
Oh, it looks
so
fine.
we're going to go, well, it's a little long there, Kelly.
Oh, that piece.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
So I'm just going to trim it down. You know what? This is where sometimes you have to show where you, when you make a mistake, what you do. So I'm going to turn it over.
It's going to stick
The
to her
stickiness,
fingers.
It's going to stick to everything, but I am going to be much happier to get that.
Get that little.
That 1/16 of an inch off of that card.
Hey, if it makes you happy, Katie, it makes me happy too.
Okay. So I'm going to lay that across there. Just using the plaid lines underneath of there to get it straight.
Well, you've had some good tips about that. If you do have a paper with a straight pattern in it, it is nice for lining things up.
Then we're going to take the banner and we're going to place it, I would say, 3/4 of an inch from the top. We're going to do a Janet. Actually line it up and measure. All right. And then we're going to take the yay and adhere that down to the left of the pink banner. Just overlap it a little.
That's so cute. I love
I like
that.
this one.
I do too.
With the woohoo, you're just going to line up basically the H, where the H is, with the pink edge. If that makes sense.
Oh,